This video is about your cornrows, how to make neat cornrows that actually grow your hair, not the type that makes your hair to break. Like people say cornrows make their hair to break. I don't know why, but I'm here to show you how I actually make my own cornrows and enjoy my cornrow journey. So some things you need to know about a cornrow. Okay, that was not spraying. Welcome to my channel. If you haven't subscribed, please do yourself a favor and support your girl to subscribe to my channel to learn how to grow your relaxed hair. Even if you have natural hair, I believe there are some things I'll share here that will be beneficial to you as well. Okay, so yes, let's go back to this. Some things you need to know about making neat curls. As you can see, I've made the first part of my hair and it's very neat. How did I achieve this? I made it myself though. I know some people would say they don't know how to make cornrows. Black girls, I don't know how to make cornrows. I cannot cornrows to save their life. This video is actually for you. Well, I've been practicing my own cornrows for about 4 to 5 years now, and I must say I've actually come a long way though, because previously my cornrows used to be very untidy. Yes, but at this stage I've come a long way, and I'm going to show you what I do. So for you to have cornrows that come out like this, you need to make sure that you are moisturizing your hair. So the difference between people who use cornrows as protective styles and people who break their hair with cornrows, I mean people that their hair actually break when they make cornrows, is the process first of all, then during the cornrow maintenance, and then afterwards, like when you losing the cornrows. These are the things that make you either grow your hair with cornrows or break your hair with cornrows. Yes, so make sure that your hair is moisturized properly before you start making your cornrows. See here in this video, I used the Olina Organics detangling spray. Okay, that's the first thing. That was like my moisture, and then I'm going to use their leave-in conditioner. This one too is also from Olina Organics. I'm going to leave the description in the box. I use this as well to moisturize my hair. You know that some people will tell you that when you're making your hair, make it dry. I know that works for some people, and I'm not even here to say like it doesn't work, don't do that. No, whatever you're doing and you feel is working for you, just go ahead, sis, continue doing that. But I'm just saying this for the group of people who that doesn't work for, or people who don't even have a stand yet. You get people who don't know how to do these things. So you start from the principle, and then you're now able to decide on which one is for you and which one is not for you at all. Okay, so the first thing you should do is to moisturize your hair. This is hair that you're going to carry long term. It's a long term protective style for me. I leave my cornrows on for like 2 months before I take them down. So this time around, when I'm making it, is a time that I use the opportunity to actually moisturize my hair. So the same process, LCO is what I do. I use the liquid. In this case, I use the Olina Spritz. I use that as my liquid. Then the conditioner for me here is the leave-in conditioner you just saw. That's also from the same brand. And then at the end of this, I'll put oil. Reason being that I sweat on my palms a lot. Oh my god. Yes, in school I used to be that girl in school that uses hanky all the time. You can never catch me without a handkerchief. I use hanky all the time, and you know, when I'm writing my notes, I notice that I sweat so much on my palms, so I have to use like my paper towel, or I use my handkerchief. You know, those days it was like bandana, so I normally use my bandana to place on my paper while I write my notes. So it was that bad. But I think I'm outgrowing that now. It's no longer as bad as it used to be, but we're moving. So that's why I'm not putting oil at this point, because if I put oil before I start braiding, my hands will get so sweaty and my hair will become extremely wet, more than I want it to be. So you see, that's why I'm not doing that. You can do that. So you can see here also that my front hair had a bald spot there. I recorded this during the period my hair was shedding after I had my second baby. Oh my god, I didn't lose as much hair as I did after I had my first child because I knew better and I knew how to handle my hair. So yes, now is the braiding process. Of course, it's not a very detailed one, but you can see the three patterns, and then sideways, one after the other, and I'm making sure to take very little partitions at a time. Some people will want to make this braid and then they will take so much hair. Now that's another tip. If you want your hair to be smooth, if you want the braid, the cornrows to be neat and fine, something that you can actually wear out, then you need to be careful of the quantity you are braiding. You may be taking too much hair. That's why you can't handle all the hair that you collected to braid. So in this one, I'm making just very tiny. And this is another pro tip. If you are having postpartum hair loss, if you're having issues with your edges, another rule of cornrows is that never make all back cornrows. Okay, so this style of cornrows is what I made all through the 1 year of my postpartum. So for your cornrows not to break your hair, make sure that you are in the right season and you are choosing the right style of cornrow. If you're having problem with your edges, I'm repeating, do not make all back cornrows because your edges will continue to recede, like they'll continue going inside, and you're not going to like that. Have you subscribed? Please subscribe to my channel and follow my Instagram page at Healthy Relaxed Hair. Yes, it's a very wonderful community and I love to see you there. So yes, the first thing I said, moisturize. Secondly, take it a little at a time, because if you take too much, you may not be able to handle it, especially if you're just starting the process of braiding cornrows. If you're just the black girl who doesn't know how to cornrow for herself. So one thing you need to know, start small. I'm not saying you should use too little hair, but because if you do that, you may break your hair. I'm saying take a little quantity that you can handle, and it depends on the type of cornrows you want to make. Again, if you plan to make cornrows that you're going to like wear out, not just hide under your wig, then you need to make it neat. So a little at a time. And another pro tip, the third one, is this: always detangle properly. You can see I'm taking my time to actually detangle the partition I've chosen, because if you don't detangle properly, when you're braiding the hair, you're taking the cornrows backwards, like you're braiding. You see, you're going to have a lot of tangles if you don't detangle. I detangle with my fingers first, and then I use my comb to comb it out. Also notice the size of the comb I'm using for the middle part of my hair. I'm using my wide tooth comb because I don't want to break my hair. Most times I don't even use a comb on my hair. I just prefer to use my fingers. And like this video, please. Okay, yes, I prefer to use my fingers, but because I need this to be properly detangled, you see that movement there, you see that bunch of hair. If you don't detangle, you have all that hair knotted, and you'll be struggling to hold your hair down, do the braids, and then to also detangle the knots you've created as you're braiding. So these are some of the challenges that you may experience while you're doing your cornrows. But if you detangle properly, you're not going to have a problem of having knots and tangles along the line. And as you also braid the hair, always detangle as you're going, because if you don't, you still have a lot of tangles, and in the process of trying to take off the tangles, that's when your hair will now break. So you see how neat my cornrows are. Very neat. I actually wore this cornrow out for about 2 weeks before it became rough, and I had to put them back under my wigs. I started wearing my wigs all through the other process until I loosened the cornrows and rebraided it. One thing I also do to retain length with my cornrows is that because I carry my cornrows for a long time, I like to wash my hair in cornrows on my wash day. I just wash it and then let it dry before I take down my hair and restyle it. Okay, so if you're struggling with your cornrows, I hope this video helped you. You can give me a thumbs up on this video. Please drop your comments. Did you enjoy this video? What do you like about this video? Would you like me to do more of this type of videos? What are you struggling with in your healthy hair journey? I really love to know, and I'm so happy and thankful that you watched up to this point. So you've noted all the things I said about relaxing, making your cornrows rather. So like this video for me, guys, and subscribe to my YouTube channel as well, so that we'll all grow this channel together. Stay tuned until my next video. Bye.